When people think about these, they often think about it in terms of finding a big idea and getting, a really clever idea for a business. Actually, I don't think that is nearly as important as these other two things to think about when starting a business. The two most helpful things that you could have in order to choose what kind of a business to start are to be a customer for the solution or product yourself, or to have experience in the industry. If you have both of these, then you are really in a good position to start a business. But if you have neither of these, then it is going to be very hard for you to start a business in the first place. So let's talk about each one individually. First of all, being the customer yourself for the solution or product that you are planning to start a business around is imperative. This is what is called eating your own dog food. The reason this is helpful is because so many startups fail to produce something that other people want. That's what makes them fail in the first place. The key to success in starting your own business is to create value for other people. And in order to create value for other people, you really need to understand what other people want and need. And it's a lot easier to understand that if you yourself want and need a solution to whatever problem it is that your business is based around. However, there is another thing that is very useful, and that is to understand the industry that your business is going to be in. What I mean by that is understanding how business works in that industry, how money flows, what kind of constraints and contexts are for anybody who wants to do business in that particular field is first and foremost. So for example, we can include an understanding of where your customers shop or where they go or how you could meet them and link to them or reach them, who potential distributors are for the solution you are going to provide, or who potential affiliates are, what sort of other major issues there are in the industry. These are all critical factors when starting a business, and typically you can get this kind of knowledge from either working in the industry or from having close contact with other people who are in the industry as well, such as friends and family and so forth. Understanding the industry is very, very helpful because it can show you how it is that customers will use your product or your solution even if you don't get to be the customer yourself.